Maybe we should try it. Okay, right, I'm going to lead it.
Come on then.
In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. I call on you, Jesus, to bring together every ligament in that pec, and repair that peck of paws. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Paul Mort Talks Shit. And today, I am talking shit with only the second ever female. In fact, it's the first female that's not my wife on the podcast. We have with us Courtney Black. Courtney, how are you?
And the queen of talking shit. I'm good. How are you?
Well, actually, you're not. You're the queen. So now you're the queen of talking shit and the queen of home workouts.
The queen of getting everyone jumping about like nutters in the living room. Yeah.
Hey, listen. Let's go without doing the history thing, right? Let's go straight there. How did this fucking home workout like?
Do you know what? I don't know.
How have you became the home workout queen?
I don't know because I hated them. Honestly,
Did you?
like I was like everyone else going, oh, these are shit. Like these own workouts, look at them, they ain't doing nothing for you.
Yeah.
I always thought, I actually like was worried before. Obviously, I think everyone was a bit worried like at the start of lockdown.
Were you
like,
a gym? Were you training
yeah,
in the
like
gym?
honestly, no exaggeration. I've never done a home workout before in my life before the first live that I done.
Yeah.
Never. I actually was dreading it. I thought it was shit.
No
That's
way.
why I done the lives because I thought I'm not going to do it on my own. I'm not gonna be at home training. No way.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be motivated. So I thought if I'm doing it in front of people, I'm going to do it. Because I'm one of them people that I'm not going to show myself up. I'm not going to be a mug of myself.
Yeah.
Ended up showing myself up quite a few times, falling over, like slipping over, like sweating on the thing, crying. But, you know, it was brilliant. Honestly, it was so good. And it's made me really like take passion for home workouts and fall in love with it. And just, I feel like lockdown's made us all learn something and at least like, utilise what we've got, and for me it's just it's obviously been home workouts.
Yeah, mate, I love that because especially the point you made about lockdowns made us all realise things about ourselves, learn things about ourselves. What was the hardest part of lockdown for you? I already think I know what it is, but
I live on my own, so I didn't see my mum for a very long time, and I was actually living in a flat. No, I don't actually think no one knew how small my flat was. So my living room was probably the size of this room. And
Really?
I had a big sofa in there and I was bouncing about in the middle of the sofa. I had my PA with my best friend working on the other side of the sofa and she literally watched me doing it. Like, obviously when we was allowed to after everyone was out.
Yeah.
And we just could not believe that I was doing it in such a small space. So I was confined. I didn't have no, like, doors. Like, you know, the people have balconies.
Yeah.
I was literally living out of, like, a little open window.
Oh, shit.
Weren't socialising with no one. I'm a really sociable person.
That's what I thought it was. I was like, I can tell already that you're a people person, that you've been around people, that you've got all this energy and that. So I can imagine that being.
You even go to the shops, people was running away from you. So like, you even go get your food shopping, and people were like running away in case you like lean over them or something. So yeah, that was hellish.
I sneezed in Soho yesterday.
Honestly,
I felt like honestly, the amount of people that turned around because I sneezed, I was like, shit, I'm all right.
I know.
Okay.
I done it the other day. I literally did not have anything in me that I needed to cough. I walked past someone on a walk and I coughed and I thought, why?
Yeah. It's
why
mad,
do
innit?
that to me? Like at that exact moment in time, she literally looked like she wanted to run in front of the car.
It's
and I was
mad,
like,
innit?
oh no.
Yeah, it's mad. So that home workout thing, your first one, are you telling me that your first like live workout was in lockdown last year?
Yeah, that was my first ever home workout. First ever one. Well, it was the first
mad,
live workout that I'd ever done anyway, because I
Yeah.
don't think anyone ever done them.
Yeah.
And I jumped on it like quite early on before like many people was doing it. I think there was probably about 4 or 5 people doing it.
Yeah.
But
Why did you do it?
To
was it
make
just
me want to train.
Shit, man.
Yeah, that was it. All I had was the dumbbells, didn't have anything else. And
Yeah.
I just thought, look, I'm not going to do this otherwise, because it was sweating in my flat.
So you had accountability.
Yeah, exactly. And I went through the whole. I mean, when I first started the live workouts, and I was doing them still in my flat when it got to winter, I couldn't have the heating on, because if I woke up in the morning and it was hot, I would be sweating, I'd pass out. So my flat was constantly freezing.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was just like there was dumbbells everywhere, there was letters everywhere, it was literally just like everywhere I looked there was work.
Yeah.
It weren't a home anymore. It was a pile of shit, supposedly.
Shit. And were you already doing all right before lockdown though? Like you had a decent following.
Yeah,
before
really
lockdown,
well.
right?
So I had like 250,000, like 260,000 or something. It was
Yeah.
funny. I actually sound like such a sad. I went like when I was getting like quite a lot of followers, I was writing it down on my phone every day.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know, I was writing down like 3,000.
Do you track the unfollowers or not?
No, I was like,
Did you check that number?
I was like, yesterday was 310,000, today's 314,000, and like,
Nothing
but I was
wrong with
writing it
that.
down to the exact, and then like, obviously.
Yeah.
obviously I stopped doing it when it got to a silly point, but then I thought, every day I looked at it, I thought, I can't believe this. I was looking at it and I was like a bit gassed. I was like, wow. But yeah, no, I had that before. I'd done all the ebooks and I had developed my app. So, but obviously the app was a gym workout app. It wasn't a homework. It didn't have any home workouts on it. So I just spent like 150 grand on this app, all my savings, basically quit my PT job to do this app. And then obviously it didn't have a home workout on it. So I had a massive launch event for it. It looked like a right silly bugger because, so I had to refilm everything. Considering I just paid like 20 grand for all the videos on the app, I had to refilm it all in my living room. Like with my big painting in the background on my sofa. So it's nothing like what I had on there. I had to rewrite all the workout sections. I had to, but then I obviously thought of the idea of the live workouts. So I started putting them on the app. So obviously
that helped.
Yeah, the real time workout section is what blew it up.
Yeah. And do you know what I love about that is that everyone thinks there's one thing I've wrote down here. You won't be able to read it because my writing's horrendous. Is I wrote down this thing that I actually ask a lot of people is this whole it's all right for you thing.
Yeah.
What you've just said to me is you work your ass off, then lockdown happened, your app was now no longer really relevant, so you had to work your ass off again.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I've always been working. Like I like working. I think Luke tells me off all the time. Luke's my manager, for anyone who don't know. It's also Paul's. But he tells me off all the time. He's like, you don't always need to be in the conversations. Don't always say yes to that. Don't do that. He goes to me, stop it. And Georgia says the same. She's like, you need to like calm down. She's like, stop pre-planning everything. Stop trying to fit everything in. Like, if I've got a photo shoot at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'll try to do the app stuff beforehand, and it ends up just getting a bit mental. But I've always been like that. I used to work in a gym in Hainault. I've never worked in like a Virgin or anything like that. It's always been a studio for myself.
Yes.
Because as you said earlier, I can't work for someone else.
Yes.
So I used to like start at 6. I used to live too far away, so I couldn't drive home. So I'd sleep in my car in the middle of the day, and then I'd work until like 10 o'clock at night.
Fucking come on, a hustler.
But I've always liked
Bonnie's a hustler.
Yeah. Honestly, when I was like 15, I was like buying dresses on eBay, sweeping floors on the weekend. So it's just always been embedded in me that if you want something, you've got to work for it. And I've always known from a young age that I've wanted stuff.
Yeah.
So
Weren't you in finance for a bit?
Yeah, I was an accountant, but not a very good one.
Well, when I was digging for dirt, right?
Yeah.
That was the only thing I could find.
Yeah.
That it must have been when your book came out, because you had all... When did your book come out? January?
Yeah.
It was about the same time as mine.
Yeah, January.
It was about the same time as mine. And the only dirt I could find was that you used to work in finance. That was it.
Yeah, they didn't like me very much. I honestly was such a bad employee.
Yeah.
I used to do really bad stuff. I probably called in sick twice a week. But for example, there was a gym down the end of... I used to work in, Bishopsgate. In like Liverpool Street.
No.
Oh, anyway, like,
mate, I live beyond the wall.
Yeah, like, you live on the wrong side of the world.
London's London to me.
So I'd go gym, and then I'd be walking down, see my manager, and I'd go, I've just been sitting in the gym for 2 hours waiting for you to get in. I'm really ill. I need to go home in the morning. So he'd just mark me off, and I'd just finish the gym, pop her home. Be
Terrible
fine.
employee.
Hated working there. Absolutely hated everyone in there. They was all horrible. They was all miserable.
Yeah.
Used to go into the toilet, just sit on my phone for a couple of hours. Don't know what they thought I was doing in there, but honestly, like, I hated it. Hated it with a passion.
Yeah, I think a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, like, I'm unemployable.
Yeah.
Unemployable. You be the same, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Honestly, like 100%, because I just hated it. I had no passion for it. I used to go in and think, I'm not going to do anything today.
Yeah.
Anyhow that I could work less. But I used to be writing diet plans and stuff while I was at work.
Oh, did you?
So, yeah.
Didn't you, how did you end up doing in that finance game then? Was that something that you wanted to do? Was it something that you were pushed into?
I'm really
Did you have
clever.
no other options?
No, I'm really clever, to be fair. Like, really clever.
I love that.
I don't seem it anymore. I feel like, I don't know if you agree, but I feel like where I've not been using it, I feel like I've got a bit thicker.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, like, I used to be...
It's all them homework.
I done A-level maths when I was 13.
Shit, really?
Yeah, like, I was smart.
No
I got
way.
scholarships to all the private schools. Didn't end up going to them. Ended up wanting to go to the local one with all my mates and pissed off.
Mate, here's the dirt then. So you're really, really smart.
Really smart. Not that you.
I've just said you were really, really smart.
Not anymore. Yeah, so I've done maths, economics, history, and accounting at college for A-levels, and then I always wanted to be either a maths teacher or like something in finance or like.
So numbers is your thing.
Yeah.
That must have helped you in business.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. But I don't do my own accounts.
Really?
Nah.
I'm actually terrible at numbers.
Yeah. Are you?
Well, I've only got 2 GCSEs.
Oh, but you don't need them though.
Can you guess what the 2 GCSEs are?
PE.
Nah.
German.
Nah. German?
Geography.
Yeah, she's looking at me moustache and thinking, German? Geography, nope.
Oh.
You were close with German.
French.
French.
I was good at French.
And Spanish.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you fluent?
No.
You forgot.
But I did live in Spain I lived in Marbella for 2 years.
Oh,
and I used it then.
Typical northerner.
Yeah. Well, actually, everybody else there was from fucking Essex, so there you go. There you go. I vibe.
Typical,
I vibe. Yeah. So, didn't you have, and this will be somewhere where you might want to go on that, didn't you have a challenge with some eating issues or something when you were?
Yeah, massively. So I was actually speaking about this quite a lot yesterday as well. So I did suffer like massively of an eating disorder. And I feel like eating disorders aren't talked about enough. Mine was quite severe, but I feel like people can even have a really slight element of disordered eating and then just shrug it off that it's not an eating disorder, but it is. You could be
like, I'm just greedy.
Yeah, because I'm sure she won't mind me saying this, but my sister's the opposite to me. My sister's struggled with food in the opposite way to me, and it's obviously quite sad, but she's realised that it is disordered eating, and I feel like people can even have, like, for example, I used to have a really triggering food, which was peanut butter, and loads of people suffer with triggering foods, like, where they literally cannot have it in their house because they'll either end up binging on it, they'll end up really being quite frightened of the food, and I know people might...
Was that your thing then?
Yeah, it was either peanut butter, bread, like, there was loads of foods, but peanut butter stayed with me up until about 2 years ago. I could not have it in the house because I'd eat the whole thing, or I'd eat a bit and throw it in the bin. It was really bad, yeah, and I suffered with something called chewing and spitting disease, where I'd chew my food up and spit it out, and it just got really quite low. Like, I was about 45 kilos at one point.
Really?
Yeah, so it was just a really bad time. Like, I was a bitch.
Yeah.
I was an absolute bitch. Like, honestly, I was so miserable, so moody.
Yeah.
And obviously, I realised I was being like that because I've never always been like that. I'm a very nice, positive, bubbly person, but it got to a point where I didn't even want to speak to people.
Yeah.
Didn't even want to, like, say hello to people. Didn't even want to...
Energy was dog shit because you weren't eating anything.
Yeah, past 12 o'clock, done. I used to, like, say there was, like, a work event. I'd say, yeah, I'm going, slip out at lunchtime and not go back to work. And they'd be like, where's Courtney gone?
Jeez.
I felt really ill. I had to go home.
So did you get help with that, or did you get it handled yourself, or?
It took... I wish I did get proper help,
to
be honest with you, but I got help through speaking to my boyfriend at the time, my mum. I told people what I was doing. I actually videoed myself doing the chewing and spitting and sent it to my mum. Because I feel like, with me, if I feel embarrassed, I don't do it anymore. And where I sort of give my mum that sort of embarrassment, and I was getting caught, like, I would literally go to her boyfriend's house or whatever and do it in the morning before they've woke up.
Yeah.
And I'd do it on airplanes, I'd do it in bathroom toilets, I'd go into, like...
Chew and spit?
Yeah, petrol garages, get chocolate bars in a Costa cup and chuck it out the window. Got really bad, yeah.
Shit.
It was literally controlling my life.
I didn't even know this was a thing. So I'm so glad you brought it up, because more people will know it's a thing now.
Well, this is the thing, like, I didn't realise it was negative.
Because it's not chewing and then puking it up.
Yeah, you just think you're not taking the calories in, right?
Yes.
But when you actually Google it, it gives you stomach ulcers, tooth decay.
Holy shit.
It can give hormone imbalances. I suffered acne for years, couldn't work out what it was. Yeah. And it was because my hormone imbalances, it stopped me having my periods. It can affect you in so many ways. It can make you infertile if you've got bad hormone things. So, honestly, I was watching YouTube. I like educating myself. So, I actually started educating myself, and I said, is it bad for you? Is it thingy? And that is honestly one of the things that made me stop, because I thought,
was it?
Well, you're actually consuming 33% of the calories, so you're not actually doing you're actually... I was doing it when I'm saying bars and bars, like, I'm saying big bars of chocolate, like 4 at a time.
Chew the whole thing and spit it out?
Yep.
Wow.
And then, so I could have just had a Snickers bar, like, what I wanted. Yeah. I'd go out for dinner with, like, people, and then on the way I'd be so excited to do it. It literally controlled my life. And
Jesus.
But, so I was not eating, and then I was doing that on top of that, which was...
But everyone thought you were eating?
Yeah, no, but I wasn't eating as well. Yeah. Like, I wasn't eating normal food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'd go to, like, I went on a cruise once, and I did not go out for dinner with my mum once. Shit. I made sure I stayed in the, what do you call it, cabin? On a boat?
I'm from South Shields.
What is it? Is it?
Mate, we don't have cruises in South Shields.
It's a cabin, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is a cabin.
I stayed in the cabin, so I didn't go out for dinner.
Yeah.
And it was just, honestly, I cannot believe that I was like that. Yeah. But it's really common.
Yeah. Wow. What was the hardest part of getting a hold of that then? Were you worried about gaining weight?
Yeah.
Is that what it was all about? Was it about weight, body
and
image?
Control, isn't it? So I think I'm a bit of a control freak. I've actually got a therapist, and I was talking to her about this the other day, and I feel like I like to have control over everything. So I like to know when I'm doing something, where I'm going, exactly the times and stuff. So I feel like I like to have that control of food. And obviously I always thought in the media, people like praise skinny people. They used to... And especially when I was younger, I was about 18 at the time, when it was really, really bad. And I used to run on the treadmill to Victoria's Secret models. I used to run on the treadmill to all the models going on the catwalks. And
that was on your screen or something?
Yeah, I thought I was big. I literally thought I was big.
Yeah.
And I was really tiny.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Just a mental state, isn't it, really?
Yeah. So you Googled all that, and then was it an instant stop? Or was
no.
it a gradual thing?
Oh, no. I'd say this was between the ages of... To be honest, I would never have said it before, but I still had tendencies until I was about 22. I'm 24 now, maybe even 23. So I'd say about 18 months ago is when I have not had any sort of relapse or anything for a very long time. But honestly, like, I still would think about it then. I still wouldn't be able to have peanut butter. I still wouldn't be able to have chocolate in the house. Yeah. I still would... I was eating enough, like I was eating properly, but I still had those other tendencies.
Yes.
And they still stayed with me because I feel like I still didn't have that element of control gone over food.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. I can't believe you're only 24, mate.
I know. 25 soon.
What's mad is I'm old enough to be your dad. Wow. That's mad. I say that to him all the time. I'm like, mate.
Mad, ain't it?
It is mad. It is mad. All right, so one thing I want to ask you about, and we're kind of touching it before we got on here, is that with that big following, it's amazing. It's amazing what you've done, right? So well fucking played. What's the hardest part of it?
Do you know what, actually, like, and I'm actually seeing a real positive in this now, because I've actually started own therapy, as I said earlier, and I started saying to my therapist, I don't take negative comments well, but I don't really get that many. I don't take on negativity well, but when something's negative for me, it's like, oh, so look at her squat form. All right, well, I'm 45 minutes into a workout. I'm sweating my ass off. I'm sorry if my squat's not as good as when I started. I honestly don't care. Or if someone doesn't agree, like, with my workouts, but I know my workout's good. I don't care if you think they're shit. I think you're shit.
Yeah.
So, but that sort of thing don't bother me.
Yeah.
I've actually realised that it's a little bit of self-doubt more than other people doubting me and put, like, in the head. I feel like when you automatically get more followers or people start loving what you're doing, I get all the time people saying, oh, you've changed my life, or you've really got me into fitness. Like, earlier, I get stopped in Tesco's and saying, oh, I'm doing your workouts. Like, the girl does podcast, she does my workouts. Do you know
what happened? I was getting ready for that last podcast, and when the guy said, is Courtney Black? And then the other lady was like, it's Courtney Black. I did a workout this morning.
Yeah, I know.
Did you tell you that?
It's things like that, and then I think I feel like it's more, well, why do they like me? Yeah. Or why does everyone automatically like my workouts? What happened before? Like, I've been doing this for so long.
Why do you think they do like your workouts?
Because they're fucking sick. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but honestly,
I love that.
It is that I do think it's more. I always want to be humble, and I always want to be grounded.
Yes.
And I feel like I actually said this on the thing with her, and I said, I don't ever want to be that bitch, you know, like that person that's hard to work with, or that person that thinks a lot of themselves, or that person that, I don't know, like, doesn't want to talk to people. And I feel like that's more my worry rather than other people. And I feel like I'm always quite conscious of knowing who I am and remembering who I am and still, like, making time for people. Yeah. But I feel like you're never going to lose that if you're passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
And
And I think that the self-doubt, I think
but it exists in everyone as well.
I always think it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, it means that you're pushing yourself.
Yeah.
Like, if you knew you could do it, you'd have already done it.
Like, I panic over stupid things though. Like, say for example, I was doing 6 workouts a week, and
6 lives a week.
Well, on my app, so 6 real time. So yeah, it's even longer because I have to edit them myself. But I can easily train 6 times a week. Like, I'm 24 years old. Like, it's not like it's taxing on my body. Like, but. Work-wise, I know I need to cut it down because, say, for example, you wanted to do this in the morning. I go, no, sorry, I can't do it until the afternoon because I have to film. Or photo shoots.
Hang on, you did say that? No.
I did say that. Or I'd be like, no, I can't do it in the afternoon, and I have to, like, I automatically thought I had to, if I was going on holiday for 5 days, I've got to pre-record 5 extra days. And
yes.
I automatically think that if I cut that down to 4 days, which is what I'm doing, I am doing it. I've told myself I'm doing it, and I'm starting doing it, and employ other people to do other things. People are going to stop doing my thing, but they're not, because it's going to be 1, better quality. 2, I'm going to be a lot happier, and I'm going to have a lot more energy, and I'm going to give a lot more creativity into these things.
And your 4 will be better than your 6.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I just need to know how to take a step back more, and I need to stop thinking that other people are going to stop following me if I put in less work, because it's not always the hardest worker in the room that gets the best results, I don't think.
Yeah, I love that. So talking about then this negativity thing, you just completely dial out from that?
Well, I always think that I used to get, when I say used to, probably about 3 months ago, get so affected by it. But I always think if you're not going to, 1, take any action by it or change anything about it, then you've either got to take it in and make a change. So if someone says something about you that you actually agree with, then you're going to make a change. If you're not going to do that, then you either need to ignore it and move on, or delete it. Yeah. Because, like, there's no point getting into bloody row with someone, because one, they're never going to understand where you're coming from if you act back aggressively or if you act back argumentatively, because you've both got your own opinions. So it's just going to end up in a rat race, and you're going to end up back and forth with each other. And that 1 second negative emotion that they've give you with the negative comment is going to make your whole day negative, because you're going to be back and forth.
Do you know what I love about that? You've got like how long did it take me? You got a 12-year head start on me. It took me 36 years to figure that out.
Do you know what? I think I've had to learn it in a short amount of time, though. I've had to, because I don't want to be that person that's always like sad, or that person that's always angry, or that person that's always feeling shit about themselves. I want to feel good. Yeah. And I don't want to always think people are pricks. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I don't always want to.
You want to see the best in people.
Yeah. I don't think. I actually heard someone saying this on a podcast earlier. I don't think anyone goes out their way to be a prick, and it really stuck with me, because I've been in situations before and I thought, oh, you bastard. Yeah. But then I think they don't understand why I think that. Yeah. So it's not like they've gone out their way to do it. So just chill out a little bit more.
I think most people are actually just doing what they can to feel a little bit better. Like I get told to kill myself every day. Every day, you should have jumped off that cliff. You should have jumped off that cliff.
No,
I'm like, well, I'll be like, a lot of the time it's like 3 a.m. So they're clearly up on the booze and the fucking sniff and that. And they're just trying their best to feel better. Like it's not, I think one thing you've got to not do is think it's about you.
Yeah, 100%.
Someone criticising you, it isn't really about you.
No, it's more about them. Yeah. Because if you actually replied back with something saying, sorry mate, I hope you're all right, they'd probably go, oh, I didn't mean it in an aggressive way.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
You should have killed yourself.
But you did, mate.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
You said it.
Yeah.
Don't try to take it back now. Yeah. You hater.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. Yeah, all the time. I'm just like, listen, I'd rather they took it out on me than took it out on
themselves.
Their wife, themselves, their kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, you become and you'll know this, as you get bigger, you're going to attract more praise. Yeah. But what comes with that is also more criticism.
Yeah, you've got to sort of become immune to it. It's sad that you've got to say that you've got to become immune to people being horrible to you, but you have. It comes part of the parcel.
Hey, what's the worst thing that someone's ever said to you? That's a mad question.
Do you know what, actually? On Instagram, nothing recently, I used to get called silly names by people in the area. Like, I would say more
that's a big thing.
Yeah,
that's a big thing. Was most of the jealousy like people who are local?
People close to you, yeah. I'd say people used to slag me off all the time. To be fair, I would have slagged myself off. I used to be a little bit of I used to be different. Like, I used to edit myself. Like, I don't like the person that I used to be. And I used to walk out the door thinking that everyone was looking at me, because I wasn't. I used to really over-edit my pictures. I used to post really, like, raunchy, like, videos. Like, not raunchy, like, dirty videos, but, like,
I was going to say, where can I find them?
You know the girls used to go in the gym when they're down there, like, showing off their bums. And
well, here's a mad story for you. About 10 years ago, I was speaking at an event at Loughborough University, and you can remember that Eric Prydz video, Call on Me?
Yeah.
And there was a really hot bird in it.
Yeah.
I met her, right? And she's smoking hot in real life. And I told her a story about when I went to Thailand, actually with a guy that was sitting there before. Yeah. I went to Thailand, we went to a ping pong bar. You ever been to one of them?
No, I've been to Thailand, but I don't want to go to a ping pong bar, thanks.
You know what it is?
Yeah, I know it is.
Fire ping pong balls out the vagina. Max.
Yeah.
When can we go?
Oh, no, you don't want to go, because most of the time they're not women.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mate, it's mad. And I told her the story about once one of them stood over like a you know them giant wine glasses?
Yeah.
And there was water in it, and she fired 2 goldfish out. And I told this girl that, and I think I was drunk. I think I was pissed. And she walked away from me and never seen her again. So there you go. Yeah. I mean, I don't
know where you was going with that.
I don't know where I was going with it.
I don't know why you brought that up.
Oh, sexy, raunchy fitness video. You didn't. I'm coming back to it now. Sorry, we're just talking.
I really don't know why you brought that up.
Hey, it's your fault. You
just wanted to get that off your chest.
It was you that brought up raunchy videos.
Honestly, so yeah, like, honestly, I look back and I cringe and I think, oh. But it's made me the person I am today. It made me hate myself so much. I was a completely different person to who I am now. Yeah. And so I used to get called all the names under the sun. Yeah. Surprisingly, never used to get called a slapper or anything like that. But because I wasn't. But I used to get called things like, oh, like fake. Look at her. She don't look like she does in real life. Look at her. Like, people used to be really nasty. Like, take pictures of me and stuff like that. And I used to, like, my ex-boyfriends were horrible. Like, they used to call me, like, I once got called, I looked like the thing off Planet of the Apes and Dobby. Honestly, mad shit. So I feel like things like that stick with me more. Yeah.
Really? The appearance stuff?
Yeah, I get stuff like, I had to go to Austria for work. And bearing in mind, I'm quarantining in a room by myself in snow for 7 days. It's not like I'm there for fun.
Yeah.
I've got people going, it's disgusting that you've travelled like during pandemic,
you're
you
on
should kill
holiday or
yourself, all
something.
this.
Really?
Yeah, like you're disgusting, like you're a tramp and all this. But I didn't really want to be there, to be honest with you. Like I had a signed contract with a deal and I had to do it. So things like that. I just think people sometimes don't realise like there's a person on the other side of the thing. But
have actual feelings.
yeah, like that. I actually got quite a few messages when I was in Austria, and that made me quite upset. But then I thought, what am I getting upset?
Did you give them any back?
Huh?
Did you give them any shit back?
No, I didn't. You know, because I thought at first I started replying to people, and then Luke and Bradley actually stuck up for me, and they was all like, just don't. There's like no point because they're not going to understand your point of view because they didn't understand it to start with, and it's true. Yeah, it's true.
It's an interesting thing because I get this a lot, and some days, especially when I'm tired, I'm like, you know what, mate? It's not fucking okay for you to say what you want on the internet.
No, it's not.
It's not okay for you to tell somebody's dad to jump off a fucking cliff.
Do you know what though? I'm gonna half thingy with this. I spoke about this about 3 times yesterday. I'm fucking bored.
Yeah.
People moaning about it.
Yeah. It's kind of, it's got to. Part of me is like, it comes with a fucking territory.
It does,
right?
yeah. Like, and
you
I
can't have one without the other.
I just think it's made me actually feel a bit suck it up a bit cool. Like, stop being. It's actually. I'm glad I've spoke about it for three times. Because I think, stop whinging. Like, I'm not being funny, but you can't change it. You can't do nothing about it.
So let's talk about it. What's the fucking best part?
Oh, the best
of doing
part.
What you do now. Yeah, let's talk about the best part.
Honestly, it's still the people. Yeah. It's when I go out and they're like, "Oh, you've changed my life." Like
it's
earlier, there's like, I think she was about a 45-year-old woman. Oh God, I hope she is about 45 anyway. Jesus Christ. She went, I've not done any exercise since I was 20 and you've got me back feeling good. Like, you've made me feel myself again. It's like people getting back with their husbands after they've literally like got divorced because they felt so low. They're having IVF. One of my girls like has one arm and she smashes out press ups, and I just can't get over it. I had one girl and her name's Jamie. She's literally lost like 10 stone. And I just can't believe, like...
Big up, Jamie!
People. Yeah, even my mum. Like, my mum's got slip discs in her back and stuff. And she messages me. She's like, she's got a CB t-shirt on and she's, like, doing it in her living room.
Your mum? Even you got your mum into it?
Yeah, she messages me pictures of her food going, eating your pasta.
No, that's amazing.
So yeah.
I'm terrified in case my mum listens to my podcast.
No, my mum was like, how do I download it? I don't care what she is and say.
Yeah.
I tell my mum everything.
Hey, I'll say my mum's got a crush on Darren.
I'll start seeing someone she knows a lot. Oh, does she?
Oh, she was like, Paul, that Darren's a bit of all right. I'm like, Mum, he's fucking 67. Meet up 24/7. So that's the favourite part of its impacting people.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And I suppose that that's the same for me. I mean, there's nothing better than someone telling you that you've had an impact on their life.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what? I'm actually proud of myself for saying that because I've obviously been doing like Instagram stuff since I was about 18. So I used to do a bit of fashion and I used to do like fitness stuff, and it always used to be about the cash. Okay, so people want to pay you for ads and stuff. Yeah. I hate all that stuff now. Like,
is that how you got started on Instagram?
Yeah, 100%. Doing all the ads and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't promote anything now unless I genuinely do believe in it. I've dropped contracts. I recently was signed with a company. I dropped their contracts because do you know, like, you're dreading doing something because you don't believe in it anymore. Yeah. And I spoke to my therapist about it and I was like, how can I get out of this in a nice way? I don't want to lose my relationship with them. Mm-hmm. And she said, but it's nothing to do with them. It's just you don't believe in it. So I basically, anything that I don't believe in anymore, it's not that I don't like the company, I don't agree with what they're doing. It's just, it's not right for me. And anything that doesn't serve me anymore, I'm just like, no. It's not going to elevate me and it's not going to elevate my audience. And I just feel like that's made me a lot better at my job as well. Yeah. Yeah. And it's made my job a lot more enjoyable. And
you're also growing your own thing rather than growing somebody else's.
So I say, like, I'm not being funny, but my app is the main priority for me. Yeah. So why do I need to focus on anything else? And my best mate, who was also my PA, she's like, what? You're turning this down? I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to do it. It's not making me happy. Yeah. And it's not making me a better person. It's making people turn off me. Yeah. So I don't want to do it. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Mate, you know what? It's great that you've got all that advice around you as well. Like, it's important to have people that, like, especially Luke telling you.
He's brilliant.
Telling you to slow the fuck down.
He's brilliant, Luke. I honestly respect him so much.
Big picture thing. Yeah, he don't take any shit.
Yeah, no.
I love it. Let me talk, because I seen you made a post the other day about a panic attack. Talk to me about this.
Oh, so this was actually, it was an ideal time.
Last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was last Tuesday. Yeah. It was last Tuesday. I've not actually done much since, to be honest with you.
Really?
So I said I took a week off. So I took 6 days off in the end because I did train yesterday. But for me, it's exerting a lot of energy. So I go down. I have to. There's tens of thousands of people on my app, and they come and do the real time workouts to me. Yeah. So I go on, and I really love doing them. But last week I wasn't, and I was like, putting on a show. Like, I was really exerting all my energy into this, and I just felt like shit after every single one. I just felt like I weren't looking forward to it. My creative block wasn't going. My creative juices, I didn't want to post anything. Yeah. And it was actually a job that messaged me that morning, which triggered me to end up having this back. I literally couldn't breathe. Yeah. Honestly, I've never felt like this before in my life. And it was a job that triggered me, and they was like, I'd just done a really heavy shoot day, starting at like 8 a.m, working till 8 p.m. My back was killing me. Yeah. I know I don't want to sound like a princess, but I was staying in this hotel, and when I'm saying to you, the hotel bed was like this.
Was it?
Honestly, it was. I didn't sleep for the 2 days, and it was really, really bad. Like, to a fact of like, I didn't even have time for a break at one point. I weren't drinking any water, and I, honest to God, felt terrible on these shoots, like terrible. And then the next week I had another shoot, and it was meant to be a relaxed shoot. It was meant to be just really chill. And then they rang me and they was like, "Oh, we've booked this location."
I can't imagine you doing a chill anything.
Well, when I say chill, it was meant to be a 9 till 5 day, right. And it was meant to be, you have lunch at the office, it was all there, it was nice, relaxed, you get a car there, you get a car back. Yeah. They then wanted me to do another location shoot, which I knew was going to be 9 till 9. Yes. I knew they was going to make me do extra work. I knew it was going to be, like, my back was going to feel fucked again, and I knew I weren't going to work again. Yeah. And they was just not hearing me when I was saying it. They was not hearing it, to a point where the girl rang me, and I just burst out tears on the phone. I never really cry. Yeah. I just burst out tears on the phone, and I was like, sorry, I got to hang up. I hung up, and I just thought, I've actually pushed myself to this, but it weren't to do with the company. It was to do with me, because I'm such a yes person with work. They asked me to do something, I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah. And obviously, you disrespect yourself, like, lets people disrespect you, right? Yeah. So I got to that point, and honestly, I just sat there in that office, and
Georgia, were you on your own?
No, Georgia. Yeah, I was on my own actually. Georgia was there the day before. Yeah. And Georgia was trying to message me all morning, and I just kept saying, "Oh, stop ringing me, stop fucking ringing me." Yeah. She was like, "I need to talk to you about stuff," and I was like, "Honestly, stop ringing me, because I'm going to end up biting your head off." Yeah. And then it just got to a point, and I just sat there, and I just couldn't breathe. Yeah. And it was for about 40 minutes, and it wasn't extreme to start with, so I don't want to say it was a proper panic attack. It weren't. It was like a mini one. Yeah. But it got to a point where I literally could not focus the whole day. Yeah. I didn't speak to anyone that day except for my therapist. Mm-hmm. I just kept putting the phone down to people. I cancelled my whole week, and I just thought, I can't. Because the most important thing for me is my job. Yeah. So if I start hating that and I start feeling like this, I'm going to lose it. And it got to a point where I think I've got to take action. Yeah. And if anyone's thinking about getting a therapist, I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Talk to me about this then. How did that come around?
Well, do you know, I get really overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. So I get really overwhelmed all the time.
Because you keep saying yes, innit?
Well, it's just exciting jobs.
It is.
Things happening. Yep. Like, I just get overwhelmed. It's a good feeling, but it's also a really shit feeling. Yes. And I was speaking to this girl, Alice, on Instagram, and she has a therapist, and I was like, do you recommend me having one? She was like, yeah. Obviously, I'm not recommending a therapist, and same with me, I found my own. Yeah. And she was like, just do it. She was like, you might have to talk to a few people. I actually got really lucky. The first one I actually really liked.
Did you?
Yeah. She's wicked. She really challenges me. Yeah. But it's not like I needed a therapist. I don't think you need one to get one. Yeah. I didn't think there was anything wrong.
Do you know what I think? I think the thing that you've said there is amazing. I talked to James Smith about this recently as well, but I think people confuse wanting to get better, wanting things to be better with things being bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you don't have to wait until things are terrible to do something about it.
Like, I'm 24 years old. I just bought a lovely house. I've got my dream job. I've got loads of people loving my workouts. Yeah. Like, there was nothing wrong. Like, I'm not nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not moaning about anything. I'm not complaining about anything. Yeah. But there was something that was not right, and I knew that I was going to lead to burnout. Yeah. I just knew that there was something not right, and I didn't know how much she could challenge me. She's made me employ 4 new trainers to the app. She's made me employ a new person. She's made me obviously cut down the amount I'm working and then get better for it. Yeah. She's made me, I've got new jobs from that because I've been less relaxed and I've been posting better. Yeah. She's made me take on new opportunities because I've believed in myself a little bit more. And she's obviously made me control these, like, I've got anxiety, and I've always never wanted to say that because I feel like it gets thrown around way too often at the minute. Yeah. Anxiety this, anxiety that, everyone's saying it. I've always known I've had social anxiety because before a night out, I'd literally shake in the car. Yeah. But
what if you just sounds like you're just excited?
No.
I can't wait to get it out. I say that at the dentist, I used to have panic attacks at the dentist.
No, honestly, I'd shit myself.
It's mad.
Literally, before I go out, I wouldn't be able to talk in the car, I'd feel sick. Yeah. But then as soon as I'm there, I'm fine. Yeah. But she said to me...
Isn't that always the case, though?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the before. It's thinking about it. That's the worst part.
But all the things that I was explaining to her this day that I had the panic attack, she was like, you might not want to say it, but you have got anxiety. And I was like, she was like, it's not a bad thing. You don't have it all the time, but you definitely have elements of it. And I was like, well, yeah, whatever. If I do, I do.
Yeah.
And I feel like people just need to stop being so scared to admit that they need someone to talk to.
Yeah, I think that people that have a tendency towards anxiety, always people that have a lot of energy. Because anxiety is a high energy state, right? It's got its own heart rate, it's got its own fucking temperature, it's got its own, does things to your body. But then also I think that it goes hand in hand with creative people.
100%.
Like you doing what you do is creative.
Yeah.
And almost everyone that I've worked with, and I've worked with thousands of people with anxiety, and they're always someone that's creative because they're creating problems in the head that haven't happened yet.
Honestly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
If you could listen to my mind from someone outside, I feel like people would think I'm nuts, honestly, because I've actually got really good at... I'm going to sound like a right yogi here, but I've been breathing through it, but whatever. That sounds so sad.
Mate, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I used to laugh at people who've done this. But
really?
I wake up throughout the night probably twice, right? And I can't... Oh, it's mad. I'll get back to sleep.
Yeah.
But I wake up and I think about things. Like, think about what I've got to do. Think about what I could be doing. Yeah, honestly, I go for a walk every...
I'm hearing that.
I go for a walk around my house every morning at 4 a.m. before I go back to bed for an hour.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird, honestly. Like, but my brain doesn't switch off.
Shit. That's great, man, isn't
my
it?
brain doesn't switch off, but there's nothing wrong with that. I used to always say there was something wrong with that, and that is from toxic ex-relationships.
Is it?
Because I wake up at 5 a.m, say, all the time, like, and I'm not putting myself down for it anymore because it's a sick thing. Like, I go to bed early, I wake up early, and I'm so creative in the mornings.
Yeah.
But I used to get called a weirdo. I used to get called, oh, that's so strange. Like, what? Because you sleep into 11?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean that I've got to sleep into 11.
Yeah.
It's not negative. It's not like I'm waking you up.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm being loud. I'm going downstairs and I'm doing work.
Yes.
Well, I'm going downstairs, I'm going for a walk, I'm coming back and I'm getting back in bed after and pretending I was there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not...
I mean, I think people will often mock things that they don't understand, though, right?
Yeah.
Like people, my mates still say, are you still doing that weird meditation shit? I'm like, fucking right I am.
Yeah.
Are you still not drinking? Yeah, I'm not drinking. No,
Yeah.
he's still doing this, he's still doing that. I think that's what people do, and I've probably done it with...
It's annoying.
Most of the things that I do now, I'm like, I used to take the piss out of yoga. I love yoga now. I used to take the piss out of meditation, journaling, talking.
Yeah.
Like, I used to take the piss out of all of that stuff. So that's probably been the case for you.
Honestly, I just feel like, I'm quite easily, what do you call it? Easily influenced.
Easily led.
Easily influenced.
Yeah.
And I take into account what people say a lot. And I think I've probably been seeing the wrong people that I just think of, embedded it in my mind that it's weird to wake up early.
Yes.
And I'm so negative around waking up early that honestly, sometimes I wake up and I'm fuming that I've woke up. I'm fuming with myself. I look at the phone and I chuck it on the floor and I go, oh, again.
Yeah.
All I want to do is lay in.
Yeah.
Why though?
Why
do I want to lay in till? Because when I do lay it, like on the odd occasion that I do lay till 7, I feel like shit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, isn't it?
And then I'm rushing. I can't have my tea in bed because I'm rushing about to get ready. I know, I mean, like, I'm really not rushing when I wake up at 5 because I've got hours ahead of me.
Yeah.
But I'm rushing. I can't go for my walk in the morning. I'm not as much of a nice person.
Yeah.
I just think, why? Why am I so angry?
What's this tea in bed thing?
Oh, I love a tea in bed.
Do you?
It's
In the morning?
It's like a Londoner thing, ain't it?
Is that your thing?
Yeah, tea in bed. Yeah, man.
At 5 a.m?
Tea in bed. I have a decaf now, though. I don't drink coffee anymore, caffeine.
I couldn't imagine you on caffeine. Jesus Christ.
Do you know, I used to, until July last year, I used to drink 6 coffees a day.
Really?
Yeah, minnow.
Shit.
It was really weird how it happened as well, because honestly, excuse my language, but the last boy I was seeing used to call me a coffee whore.
Did you just say, excuse my language on my fucking podcast?
Coffee whore.
I love it.
And no, I used to go, like, honestly, we'd be out 10 minutes, we'd be like, I'll get coffee.
Yeah.
I'd always just want a coffee. And I won't even enjoy them, to be honest with you, at the end.
When did you come off that?
July last year.
Really?
So I went to Cannes. I took my mum to Cannes for my birthday, and the coffee there was shit, so I weren't drinking it, and I just didn't drink any coffee the whole time, and I felt so much better.
Yeah.
I slept better. I didn't get any of the thing of the withdrawal.
Like headaches and that?
Didn't get any of that because I was away.
Right.
And obviously I was like
So it didn't really matter because you were just chilling?
Exactly. So I was high on life, and...
Simmons gave up coffee as well, Bradley.
He told me on the thing, yeah. But so I'll have, like, I think in the whole year that I've not drunk it, I think I've probably had 10 coffees.
Yeah.
Like on really early mornings on shoots, or if I've got to go, say for example, I've got to go to the airport like 3 a.m, I'll have a coffee.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, it don't make me feel good.
Yeah.
I like a matcha every now and then, which is really nice.
Yes.
But that's like a really slow release coffee. But I feel so much better for it, and I feel like, God, this year's just been a year of growth.
I love it, Cheese Central.
Honestly.
What Because you mentioned it before. What do you do to actually switch off, or have you gave up on that shit?
No, I try have every like maybe week or every other week. Just don't go on my phone for social media. I still text people back and stuff, but I love going for walks. I don't go on my phone the whole time while I'm on a walk. The whole time, like I'll go for an hour and just come back. I love getting my steamer on, giving myself a facial, having a bath, having a massage, going to a spa, girly shit, going shopping, going for dinners.
He went for a massage last night.
Yeah, I did as well. 90 minutes.
At 8 o'clock. And she asked him if he wanted a blowjob or a hand job.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he took the rim job instead.
Oh, no. Jesus.
I'm joking. So it's walking.
Holy
all that low.
All the
lower energy.
Yeah,
chill
I can't
shit.
sit still.
Can you not?
So I can't. For me, like, I can watch a film if it's a really good film.
Yes.
But I find it really hard to get engrossed into something. So for me, I'm better off doing something.
So like active recovery rather than just doing nothing.
Active something, because otherwise I'm just going to end up going mad.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's I have to do that on a flight. So I used to get bad panic attacks on flights. I take like 2 diazepam before a flight, right? And what I started doing.
Why do you think that was? Just because obviously.
Here's why. I'm creative as fuck.
Yeah.
Creative as fuck. And I just think about being stuck on a plane.
I've never took a diazepam. Really want to try.
Have you not? They're quite mental.
Yeah.
That good. I took 2. And what I did was I'd be sitting there thinking I can't get off the plane. I'd just be thinking about being stuck. I wasn't worried about flying. And there'd be loads of people sitting on the plane who were just sitting there doing nothing. So you know what I started doing? Stuff. So instead of sitting there trying to do nothing, like what you're saying about watching TV, instead of sitting there doing nothing, like I'd have work to do or something to read or a game to play.
Yeah, that's what I do on planes.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't, because I can't be anxious.
Yeah.
Having a panic attack at the same time as being
busy, right?
Yeah. That's kind of what you're saying.
And you feel like you're being productive still, so you don't feel like you're wasting the time, or you don't feel like you're getting agitated.
Yeah, that's a cross between irritated and agitated.
Agitated.
That's agitated.
Jesus.
We'll get that one on YouTube, Matt. The agitated.
Yeah, agitated.
Agitated. So that's your thing for switching off.
By the way, I wasn't good at English. That was the one GCSE I didn't do well.
I didn't pass English.
Yeah,
I still can't fucking speak it now.
I still get Georgia to rewrite my captions.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Jeez. Georgia's...
Only some of them, actually. She goes to me, why did you not send me that one? That's terrible. I went, because I don't care about commas. Leave me alone.
Georgia must have a hands full then, eh?
Oh, she loved it. She loved me. She hates my English.
Does she?
She laughs. She goes, like, a kid wrote that email.
Is it?
Look, people don't care about that.
Are you on the email game?
No, just like replying to people in general.
Oh, yeah.
I do emails, but just replying to people in general.
Yeah.
It's terrible, honestly. Sometimes it's laughable.
Replying to people.
But they're not with me for the English, you know?
Mate, I hear you.
No.
Mate, I love that. They're not with me for
They still come back and they still work with me again.
They're not there for your literature. I love that. Mate, I love that, you know, because that's a great attitude to have. Like, you're not trying to be amazing at everything.
Do you know what really pisses me off?
What?
When people message me on Instagram going, you've spelt lose wrong. I don't care, clearly, because I keep doing it.
Mate, the grammar Nazis.
Oh, I hate it. Like,
do you change it or do you just leave it?
No, I leave it. Like, it's me, innit?
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Do you know what I get with you? That you know what you're good at.
Yeah.
And you want to do more of the shit that you're good at.
Yeah, I used to get really annoyed. I actually said to Brad, I used to get really... Do you know what, actually? I still get annoyed, but I think it's more... I think I've got something wrong with my hands. No joke, right? So when I go out for a walk, they go so cold, I come back, I can't physically open my door.
That's called Raynaud's.
Yeah.
My wife has it. Your hands turn blue and shit and white.
Yeah. And I can be typing on my laptop and all of a sudden they'll just seize up and I can't type anymore. So I end up chucking the laptop. I'm like, this is annoying.
Really?
So then Georgia gets...
Georgia does all the typing?
Georgia's my best friend, by the way. So she's like, she knows what I'm like.
Yeah.
Here's another present.
Oh, she doesn't it? We'll send her. We'll send her.
A what?
One of their massage guns.
I got one.
Oh, she's going fuck off.
What'd you make them?
We've got a company with massage guns.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
My one's. I've got I'm not going to mention it.
No, mention it. It's probably shit.
What is it? The Theragun.
Oh, the Theragun, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they send you one?
Is that one good? I actually bought it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it burnt my pocket. Well expensive.
Hey, do you get sent loads?
I bought like 6 attachments.
Do you get sent loads of free shit all the time?
No, I don't say yes to it.
Do you not?
It's all shit.
Really?
Shit.
That's my favourite thing about it. Even with my small following, I love getting sent free stuff.
But you know, like, I don't like it though.
Do you know?
Do you know, like, I don't want to get sent it if I don't like it. I get some, I like the like bespoke handmade. Oh, I'm a real girly girl. Like all the dresses, like when I go away and stuff, and makeup's good and stuff like that, and food's good. Food's good.
Great.
Like, food's good. Free food. I get a lot of free fish, which is good from Bethel Green Fish Co. They send me a lot.
Free fish.
Repping the fish.
Mate.
But I'd rather get my free fish than anything else.
What's the weirdest free thing you've ever been sent?
Air conditioning unit. And it didn't work. I got sent an air conditioning unit in the first lockdown, and obviously they didn't clearly take into consideration that I was in a flat. It had to be ventilated out, so every time I turned it on, it blew out hot air.
Oh,
honestly.
It sounds like it was a sauna.
Yeah.
Got the free sauna.
Oh my God, do you know what? I actually got sent this bit disgusting, actually. I didn't ask for this, by the way, just to put it out there. I got sent condoms, lube, and willy rings.
What?
I know!
Jesus!
I know!
Wow.
I know! And they didn't have my address. God knows it, from the company called Woo Woo or something. I was traumatised. I'm a right prude. I'm a girly girl, right?
Condoms.
I come with Georgia. I was like, oh my God, what is that?
Did you just open up the pack and condoms fell out or something?
No, it was in like a pink box. I was like,
oh my
she
God.
took them.
You just stitched Georgia, right? She just threw Georgia under the bus there.
Fiance's my best friend.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It was like, wow,
You know, the first
taking the piss out of me.
The first free thing I ever got sent on Instagram was underpants.
Weird, isn't it?
And then cheese.
Oh, mate, I'd take the cheese.
Would you?
Yeah.
It's that
What's
lean
your
cheese,
favourite
though.
I got sent that.
Do you get sent
I got
as
that
well?
in my fridge.
Like a hamper?
It's,
I'm
really,
listen,
I don't mean to slash it, but yeah.
If you're going to eat cheese,
no.
eat cheese.
I like blue cheese.
Do you?
I like camembert.
That's stinky cheese?
Yeah, I like stinky cheese.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's mad. That's stinky blue
I
cheese.
think I like all cheese.
Do you?
Do you know, I like the really stinky, like, tasty ones.
Wow. That's not my game, the stinky cheese.
Stinky cheese.
Wow.
Blue cheese.
Wow. What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you, like, since you've became home workout queen and do you get recognised in the streets and that?
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, I like it.
You love it?
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing? Oh, this is weird. This is scary. Just moved into my new house, obviously, like security and that. Like, someone, I don't know how, they found out where I lived, and they come to my house. I've got a lot of security on my house. I've got cameras a lot.
You?
Like, it's like no locks.
Is it?
Anyone's listening. But this woman.
What, do you know how I know that?
Go on.
Because when we got there, when
you got there,
when we sorted it was me sending them condoms. So we booked this when we booked the car.
Yeah.
We I remember I saw an email that said,
box.
"No, well, what's the number?" And it's got a name, right?
Yeah.
And Georgia sent back, "Oh no, that's actually just the name of the thing. That's how I know you've got good security. Yeah. There's no door number or anything.
There's
right?
nothing.
Yeah.
You would never know.
Yeah.
But no, she turned up to my house. Someone who's been doing my workouts.
Mm-hmm.
I'd literally been in there 2 days, and I think I was in the garden screaming and shouting at the time because I didn't know she was there. Yeah. Anyway, I've come out to my door it must have been about 2 hours later, and I've looked and there's a parcel down there. There's like a bottle of wine, like bless her, it's nice, and a card. But then I looked on like all my cameras, and she's not only left it there, she stood there for a good 10-15 minutes knocking on the door, like waiting for me to answer the door. Like, I'm sorry, but it's a really nice fault. And she actually messaged me, and I did tell her that obviously it's a nice fault, but for security reasons, like, I'm 24 years old. I don't want people knocking on my door waiting for me to answer the door in my home.
Yeah.
I feel like things like that scare me.
Yeah.
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 Anything else I can handle. I can handle weird shit, but but that's not on.
I love it. So what's next?
What about you? Have you had any weird stuff?
Not really. I've had weird stuff. I've had people threatening to kill me and that. People threatening to kill me. I did get tears on for you. So I've had people threatening to kill me. We've had the police out on that before. My kids absolutely fucking love it when I get someone asking for a selfie, though. They love it.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I'm pushing hard right now, because I want another book deal of HarperCollins.
Yeah.
So that my kids can walk through the airport and say, there's you, Dad.
There's Dad, yeah.
There's Dad. That's my dad. Like, I love
good,
that.
Innit?
I love that.
Yeah.
But the other day, on Boxing Day, I tore my pec, training jiu-jitsu, tore it completely. And
I used to do Muay Thai.
Did you?
Yeah, not
shit,
jiu-jitsu, but Muay Thai.
really?
Yeah, I love it. I can't do it anymore though. I ain't got time.
Yeah. Because you have to go to classes or
Yeah.
you have to hire someone to hold the pads and that. So tore my pec and had surgery on it like 6 weeks ago. I got sent a voicemail the other day to my email. Mac.
To your email?
To my email.
Got a voicemail to your email?
Yeah.
Weird.
How could we possibly play it on here? Can I find it? Mate, this will blow your fucking head off. Are you religious at all?
I'm Catholic, but I'm not religious.
Oh, okay. Okay, because
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
My mum sort of...
You went to a Catholic school?
Yeah, my mum... I went to a convent school.
What's that?
Like, there
All
was
girls?
nuns.
No way.
Yeah, there was nuns.
Really?
Yeah. Best thing I've ever
Shit.
done, though, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't know no boys till I was 18. No distractions. I used to roll out of bed, honestly, like 5 minutes before I had to leave. Didn't even brush my hair.
In Essex?
No, I'm from Bow.
I don't know where that is.
East London.
I don't know where
I
that
went to
is.
school in South London. I went to St Ursula's Convent School in South London.
Right.
So Greenwich,
Right.
EO2.
Yeah. I know where that is.
And yeah, they used to walk around the school with like their non-hats on and that.
Wow, really? Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy. I found it. If I could get this on audio, your head might fall off.
I'm
at
scared.
This.
Should I be scared or alarmed?
You might love it, actually. I don't know. I've only just met you, so you might think, wow, that's cool.
I'm worried.
I'm worried that the guy listens to me podcast, but hey.
Oh, you shouldn't have said it then, should you?
You said, have you found it?
It's not like a breach of data. You said it. You exposed yourself.
Exactly. So basically, it's this thing that the email said, your pec is healed. The weirdest part is that actually he didn't email it to me. My wife forwarded the email to me.
Email it to your wife?
She said, you've got this email.
Oh, weird.
She said, it's the weirdest email you've ever had. And I email 21,000 people a day on my email list.
I'll probably get weird emails. He's found it. He's found it.
Why has he found it? Hold on, I'm going to play it through this mic. Are you ready for this? Courtney, this is a world exclusive.
All right.
This is a world exclusive.
I'm scared.
You ready? Where's the speaker on this? In the bottom?
Just at the bottom,
Play.
In the name of Father God, I just thank you for your presence right now and your power that is available to me as a child of God. In the name of Jesus Christ, I command right now every muscle, every ligament, every tendon to come together right now in Jesus' name. Every pain, go. Body, I command you to be restored to full function and full strength immediately. In the name of Jesus Christ, I come against every affliction, every infirmity of the mind, every unbelief, every spirit of obstruction right now in Jesus' name. And I command healing right now. Be healed in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
What are you saying about that?
Oh my goodness.
What are you saying about that? Have you had weirder than that yet?
No, but that's quite cool, really, isn't it?
Well, part of me is like, do you know
what? Did it heal your pec though?
It didn't heal me pec.
No,
do you think it did?
Did it heal your pec though?
I have said that it's been getting better, but there's definitely still a massive hole in my armpit.
Maybe you need to ask for another one.
Part of me is that it wasn't specific enough. That's all.
I don't think it was. You need to heal Paul's pec.
That's exactly it.
Maybe we should try it. Okay, right, I'm going to lead it.
Come on then.
In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, I call on you, Jesus, to bring together every ligament in that pec and repair that pec of Paul's. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what, right? Part of me is like, that's really weird, but also, it's quite a nice sentiment. No?
I mean, like
I don't want to take the piss.
He's just concerned.
Because he didn't have to do that for me.
He didn't have to, and all he wanted to do was make you better, and you took the piss out of him.
It did. Wow, I feel bad.
Yeah, you should.
I do. but my pet isn't better, so.
Well, it might be now.
Mate, you made me feel really bad. Stop it.
You've got a born again Christian in the room, so that pec might be feeling better.
Oh my God, man, I feel really bad now.
But don't worry, because remember, God always says, forgive everyone.
He does. He
so,
does,
you know,
yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, well, but it is still a little bit weird,
It'll be
isn't it?
sweet, yeah.
It is a little bit weird.
He'll get over it.
Nice guy. Thank you for sending that in. But like I say, I was, as a guy that isn't Catholic, and yeah, it was just a bit mad.
Just don't quite understand it.
Part of me feels bad, but part of me is also buzzing that that's weirder than the thing that happened to you.
Yeah, it's weirder.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've got a memory like a sieve though, so
have you?
Probably ain't.
I think that you've probably had weird things, but they're in that inbox thing on. Do you know the requests on your Instagram?
I go through all them.
No way.
I go through all of them.
Jeez, how do you stay on top of that?
So I've got 2 columns. I've got the primary and the general, and I go through all my DMs.
Yeah.
I try to get back to. I obviously don't get back to. When I was in lockdown, I got back to everyone. Everyone that messaged me, I replied to.
Shit.
But I don't do it anymore. I probably do 100 messages a day, and I sometimes voice note people back. I just think I've built a community, and I actually don't mind doing it. I try to do it as much as I can. Obviously.
Do you know I love this because I think if someone's made the effort to.
People are messaging me about eating disorders and stuff, right? So they're messaging me about like they're really depressed or they're struggling in their relationships or they need help. And if I can message them back, then I'm gonna. Obviously, sometimes I just can't.
It's hard.
sometimes, don't get me wrong, like if you catch me on a really bad day when I'm really like busy and I'm feeling low, I might not be able to get back to you.
Yeah.
But most of the time I do a lot. I do a lot, yeah.
Fair play, because I'm only on 20.
So if there's any salts out there that want to slide in, I do see them.
There's a quote for you. If there's any salts out there.
If there's any salts out there, I do see them. Don't be off put.
That's do you know what? I love that, because I know how hard it is with my fucking tiny minuscule following.
Yeah, it's hard.
So for you to do that, I've got a lot of respect for that.
Have you tried dictation? There's a thing on the phone where you can actually press down the button and talk, and then it types it out for you.
With my accent? Fucking
it
come
would
on.
Work.
Do you think?
A series like equipped to your voice, right?
Oh, okay.
Yes, mate. If Siri can understand me, look at how fast I talk. I talk like a tornado. Honestly. Sometimes it just does mess it up, but you just got to
Jeez,
cut that out.
mate, I didn't...
Really helps with the Runards.
There's another little tip from Courtney Black. Wow, mate, I'm going to take that on board. Courtney, what's next for you? Like, what have you got coming up?
Obviously...
You've got a lot of exciting shit going on right now.
Yeah, 100%. So... We've got the Warrior Warehouse thing obviously coming up in October, which we've hired like huge...
Hang on, is this a world exclusive? Is this a thing that
we've definitely spoke about
Oh, have you spoken about it before?
I'm not gonna drop the location.
All right.
But
I know where it is.
It's big. Yeah. It's big. So that's coming up.
What is that? Talk us through what that is.
Big live shows, like a live boot camp. So you're gonna train with me. So I'm literally gonna make a mug of myself on stage, doing a workout in front of everyone, with everyone, meeting everyone, chatting to everyone. It's gonna be sick.
I'm coming.
It's gonna be I'm coming. You're gonna do the workout though, yeah.
My pec will be healed by then.
You better do the workout, yeah. I want to see you all doing the workout.
My pec will be healed by then, so yeah. God,
I want to see everyone there.
What else
I really want to see James and Deeren there doing it as well. I'm gonna make them come.
Do you know what? When is it? What's the date?
I think it's October the 8th or oh my God, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But
I think they're in the region then.
Yeah, I know they are.
I think they are.
They're coming, mate.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to theirs, so they're coming to mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them do it, and then I'm gonna video. I thought you didn't like HIIT training, bro. And then obviously I've got something cool coming up with Harper Collins.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a big giveaway.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a big giveaway, but
well, I know
I'm sure they won't mind.
Yeah. They won't mind.
Nah.
If
anything, it's more sales, right?
When are you doing that?
September.
Shit.
Yeah, that's all done though.
So lots coming up.
Yeah, and then another line with when's this going to be out?
Soon.
Yeah.
Ask him.
3 weeks. Got another line with Sports Direct coming out as well, which is probably
really?
Like in the next couple of days. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What's that about then? You've helped them do some stuff.
Sports Direct. I designed my own line back in January, so that was all out, and that's going to be all on TV as well. So I've done a second one with them.
Oh shit.
So yeah, that was all in stores, and that was pretty cool.
Wow, that is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Gee, who handles all of this shit for you? George as your PA?
Georgia and me.
There's just you two?
Yeah, I don't want to have a management or anything like that.
Really?
Yeah, no. I've obviously got Luke to do bits for me, but all my stuff that I want to do it myself.
So it all comes through. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I like it like that.
Wow,
I like having a handle on my own stuff.
I thought you must have had a manager that managed this whole fucking operation for you.
No.
So that's all you and Georgia?
Yeah.
Mate.
It was all me up until about fucking 6 months ago.
Mate, that is fucking phenomenal.
I think that's how you get a handle on things though, right?
Well, listen, I'm like, how can I expect somebody else to do something for me when I don't know how to do it? Or you know what I mean? I think you need to know how to do certain things. Yeah. That's
if
amazing.
you're not good at something, always employ someone.
I thought you had this agent that was handling everything.
No, I've only got Georgia and Alex that work for me.
Yeah. Jeez.
Obviously, Luke does my book stuff and stuff, which is sick. But I've got developers. But
that's powerful.
Yeah, in house, just them two.
Yeah. So this is the kind of shit that people don't. See,
yeah,
it's the kind of shit that people don't know.
Yeah, I know,
you know
yeah.
This is why I wanted to do the podcast, because you get a lot of, you know what I said before, that, it's all right for you. Everyone gets that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I get, when I ask
it's fine, though. I don't mind that. Like, you can think that. It's not true, so I don't care.
Yeah. when I ask who should I get on my podcast, one of the questions I asked was, I'm going to have some women on my podcast, because I'm always getting slated for not having women on my podcast.
Yeah.
So I thought, who should I get on? You got nominated loads. And then there's other people that say, just get some normal people on. And I'm like, well...
I'm doing that, though.
But you're a normal person.
Yeah, I know. Like, I mean,
what I'm saying?
Yeah, like people...
Do you know what I'm saying,
I'm going to get all my clients on there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Talk about their stories and stuff.
That's empowering as well.
Quite cool, ain't it? Yeah.
But it's like, I'm like, everyone I meet is just...
I'm probably the most normal person.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I'm probably more normal than Georgia. Georgia's like to me... She went to me the other day, Cor, you'd be really good on MasterChef. I went, oh, shut up, you bean. I went... I ain't going to get on MasterChef. I went, I'll get on MasterChef like the amateurs or something, not the bloody normal one. She was like, Courtney, you are getting there. Like, you get on that. And I was like, nah. I don't see myself like that. I'm just a fitness trainer.
Yeah,
like,
That's mad. What would be one show?
I really want to do Strictly Come Dancing.
Do you?
Yeah. I used to be a Latin dancer, so I'd love to do that.
Did you?
And MasterChef. And...
Would you do Get Me Out of Here? Because Haskell's over there now.
I'd love to do that.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you eat it?
I'd do them all.
Would you eat the fucking worms?
Yes. Yeah, I eat rank shit anyway. Yeah. I've got like a stomach made of steel.
Have you?
Yeah.
Jeez, I love it. So you'd eat we're getting this live on YouTube.
I'd eat a kangaroo bollock. I'd eat an eyeball.
Would you?
Yeah.
You'd probably eat worse.
Why not? Yeah. Why not?
Courtney Black, for the people that don't know who you are, where do we find out more? Where can we check out your shit?
I'm on Instagram, so Courtney D Black.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter. Don't really use that though. Courtey Black.
What do you think
my
about
app.
Twitter's a fucking.
I don't like it. I think people are horrible, man.
It's a cesspit, isn't it?
Yeah, people are moody.
Yeah.
All I go in there,
negativity.
Weather shit today.
Yeah, just negative.
Yeah,
innit?
horrible. I've tried going there and write a really positive comment. I think that was cringe.
Yeah.
But yeah, my email list and my app. My app's the main one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I love it. One thing I've got to say that I didn't actually say at the start is I was walking here, and this is the first time I've met Courtney. We've got a lot of mutual friends, mutual agent, and we're walking here about 30 seconds away from the studio. Producer Mac points up and says, "Look at that." I look at this big fucking white bus, and Courtney's plastered all over the side of this entire bus. Like, that's mad. Was that your idea?
Yeah, well, do you know what? To wrap the bus was actually Luke's idea. We was always doing the bus, and Luke was like, "Go in, wrap it." I was like, "All right, I bet you're going to say that, Luke. It's going to cost me a fucking fortune." Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like impact. Do you know how many people have said it to me? Like, it's so cool. Like, that's been going like all over. We've got radio going at the minute.
Yeah.
We've got all the big billboards. I've been in all the billboards all up north, all over London.
Yeah.
And just like really like hammering in just like spending a bit.
It's amazing that you haven't seen it.
I know, it's so annoying that I ain't seen it.
mad.
I've been in London so much. Everyone that's listening to this, I've literally had Capital on every day, all day, and I still ain't had the advert. So
It's insane.
honestly, all I want to do is do a little video, you know.
It's insane that, isn't it?
I know,
So it was Luke that did. Well, funny enough, I was talking to Luke about this. He was like, "Paul, when we do this gig, we'll get billboards up at the train station." And I wanted to call it Paul Mort Live and Uncircumcised, but apparently that's not.
Yeah, no.
Apparently you can't put that on
I
a
don't
billboard.
feel like I'd want to go to that.
Courtney Black, it has been a fucking pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. I've had a blast.
Yeah, me too. It's been really good.
Thank you.
Really, really good.
Amazing. Courtney fucking Black.
Thank
Come on.
you.